Director of the Coalition for Jewish Values, Rabbi Yaakov Menken, joining us this morning. Thank you for joining us, Rabbi.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
So the numbers here in this Pew Research poll, a large majority of those that aren't favoring Israel anymore, a lot of them college-age young adults. I mean, what do you make of that? A lot of times we see these protesters out there, a lot of them young. Tell us about your concerns here.
You know, and none of it is really surprising to people like myself who've been tracking this thing. I mean, we just, you know, in 2023, we had the worst attack on Jews since the Nazi Holocaust. And if there's ever been a just war duplicating, World War II against Hitler, this is it. I mean, obviously, the effort to stop Hamas from its barbarism, from rapes, from murders, from beheadings. And you have students on campuses, not only in Europe, but across the United States, standing up and protesting, not against the barbarians, but against those who are trying to stop them. And it really tells you something about the state of indoctrination against the Western world that is obviously coming from outside forces. Leading the way in the anti-Israel polls results that you were looking at, you have countries like Turkey, where actually the populace was pro-Israel until its rulers went on an organized propaganda campaign to demonize the Jews. And then you have a country like Pakistan, which actually says on its passports, not valid for entry into Israel, something which the Israeli authorities routinely ignore for any Pakistani who wishes to visit, but never mind. What that means is that that passport, according to the Pakistanis, is valid to go into Cuba, is valid to go into Iran, is valid to go into North Korea. So they don't care at all about human rights, and yet it's not valid for entry into Israel. I think that really tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, Rabbi, to your point, a lot of times we're seeing this on college campuses, a lot of it indoctrination, or is it just students getting behind something that they're seeing? I mean, or are they really backing something that doesn't have a lot of truth to it?
Well, they clearly are backing something that doesn't have truth to it, and they're actually endorsing barbarism. Look at the charge of genocide that they endorse against the Jewish state. When Aviatar David was being forced to dig his own grave, they were saying it's genocide not to rescue him, but against the rescuers, claiming the rescuers were guilty of genocide. That's monstrous barbarism. When Arbel Yehud was being raped on a daily basis, they only demonized her rescuers as a genocidal force. That requires a person be a deviant at best.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where we are.
Yeah, Rabbi Yaakov Menken, thank you for joining us this Sunday morning.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thanks so much.
All right, plenty more to come this morning on Wake Up.